The flood of 1972. It happened 46 years ago this weekend, but the memories are still fresh in some people's minds. 18 News reporter Nikita Ramos spoke to a couple people today on how the flood impacted this region.
Who can take a sunrise?
A rainy summer day in Elmira, June 21st, 1972. The mere hours before lives and landscapes changed forever.
Agnes, she started small, then she went to town.
Later that evening, rainfall poured down as a Chemung River swelled high above the dikes. The river quickly swallowed up a once economically thriving city. This weekend marks 46 years since the flood, and the repercussions from Tropical Storm Agnes still remain fresh with the people of Chemung County. Rich Levere moved to the area a little over a decade after the devastation. He created a documentary about the flood called Facing the Wall.
Really what I noticed right away was that the old Elmira was really on its last legs. It was obvious that something had happened to this town because there were a lot of boarded up industries, a lot of vacant buildings, a lot of for sale signs. I didn't see any new construction. Those things were pretty noticeable right from the start.
15,000 people from the north and south side were evacuated and brought to nearby schools.
They had to rescue people with boats that they were, driving down the street. There were a series of fires because electrical shorting out and pipes blowing, and Traeger products caught fire, and the firemen just could not get to buildings that were on fire, and they were instructed to just let it burn because they couldn't get anywhere in the city.
10 feet of water flowed through Corning. Over a dozen people were reported dead or missing. Elmira, remarkably, had none. Floodwaters receded relatively quick after the rain stopped. By June 24th, most of the water withdrew, scattering debris and mud across the southern tier.
There was about $291.2 million worth of damage in Chemung County alone, and that's not counting all the surrounding counties who also had quite a bit of damage as well.
For the people that say, well, Elmira can't get past the flood, I think that for the people that lived here, it was definitely a defining event. It was something that they are not going to forget, and hopefully we can come together as a community and rise above our fear of the river and really take advantage of it and understand that, that it's an asset and not a liability.
In Elmira, Nikita Ramos, 18 News.
And today, the dikes and upstream dams currently serve as barriers protecting us from experiencing a flood like the one 46 years ago.